Okay, good morning. I hope I'm visible and audible to you.
Yes, ma'am. You're clearly audible and visible.
Very good
Oh,
morning. How's your morning going?
yeah, very good morning, ma'am. It's going very good. And I have just done house chores and now I'm here for the conversation.
Okay, nice. So, how are you doing? How is everything at your end?
Everything is going smoothly. I can say if I talk about my studies, so yeah, it's going good. Or I'm running my YouTube channel, as you know.
Okay,
So
yeah. You just introduce yourself.
yeah, ma'am, that would be good. Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Priyanka Kushwah, and I'm currently studying in my master's MBA first year, as well as I'm running my YouTube channel where I upload conversation videos with co-learners and good personalities like you, as well as I'm interested, like very much into yoga and meditation. So this is how I'm just learning and exploring.
Okay, very nice. Okay,
I
so
would love
as you know, my name is.
I would
Yes,
love
yes,
to know
I'm coming
about
to
you.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you know, my name is Shantha. I work as a tutor of spoken English. I work for a platform, and I live in Karnataka. I have
Okay.
also recently started a YouTube channel, maybe a couple of months ago, and I'm working on my channel as of now. I'm a homemaker and I have two kids. That's pretty
Okay.
much about me. And coming to my academic credentials, I've completed my engineering in computer science. I've worked in the software industry in the past.
Okay. And ma'am, actually, I have one question that as you're from the IT field, so like why you choose, this field, like teaching? Because there is also a lot more opportunities are there.
Yes, yes, there are a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of money also in software,
Yeah.
but I prefer a balanced life compared to all of those because now I'm a mom. I have two children, and I have a career gap of over 9 to 10 years. So it would require a lot of effort from my side in order to learn some new skill, update myself, and then get into the software industry. And moreover, I prefer working from home. I just want to be available 24/7 for my children. They're too small, so I want to be completely involved in their lives. I love watching them grow. I'm too much attached to them. So this platform is giving me an opportunity that I can work as a freelancer, which means
Okay.
to say whenever I am free, I just open my slots and I get learners from them. So this is very
Okay.
comfortable for me. I'm not too much after money. I'm more concentrated on, I like all this. These things give me more happiness.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
that's
Like
the
you're
reason.
very much attached to your children, and as well as you want balanced life.
It is also a thing that I want to do something for myself. That is the reason I'm doing this, and I'm also doing, working as a tutor.
Okay. So, like, how long you have been working as a tutor?
Less than 6 months, maybe around 5 to 6 months. Yeah. It's rather
Okay, ma'am.
new because my son has just started his school. So I sent him and then I started looking for work. So it's been yeah, roughly around 5 or 6 months.
So it's going well.
Yeah, it's okay, pretty good. I
Oh,
wouldn't say it's good, it's great, but it's okay, serving the purpose as of now.
yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I have one question that, sometimes, of course, I'm learning this language for a long time, but sometimes, still I face that there is a lot more I want to say. I have to address someone. But because, at the moment, sometimes I got like, okay, what I'm trying to say, and I end up saying something differently. So, what?
Mm, yes, your video was
Hello?
frozen. Yeah.
Yeah. So, ma'am, what should I do for that? Would you like to suggest anything?
Yes. How long have you been practicing talking to people, like on a regular basis conversations?
Ma'am, before my YouTube channel, actually, I'm running my YouTube channel. So it's been a year I'm running. But before I have started speaking English, it's been I can say almost 2 years.
Mm. So it's very natural when it happens, right? Like you want to say something, but you end up saying someone else. This especially happens when you're talking to strangers or people whom you're meeting for the first time, right? You have lack of ideas. So I would say, along with practice, that might improve. You need
Yeah.
to be well prepared of what you want to say or you're going to say. But it is also human. You try to accept that thing that it's not always going to work out the way you have planned. So it's okay
Yes.
until you're speaking fluently and you're able to express your thoughts in a proper way. I think it should be fine. But if you want to put out a particular sentence or speak something particularly, then that will take time. You need to have a lot of practice in order to do that.
Yes, ma'am. And every day I do sessions, like one, two sessions are like anyhow I have to do because it's been a very long time I'm doing. But still
Mm.
because this is a language and we can't be perfect in language. So it's always,
Yes.
like a learning process every day.
Mm. It's every day you
Yes.
get to learn something new, not only according to the language, but also, whenever you talk to somebody, there's always new to learn from them, no matter where they are
Yes.
from, what they do. Like, I've been talking to people, it's been like maybe 20, 25, or maybe a month at the max. Okay. So there's always something new that I learn. I've been interacting with people who are like under 18 and over 60 also. So it is
Yeah.
a wonderful experience. Okay, so I'm more into concentrating on learning about people's lives. And English is coming because I'm talking in English only, but I'm more, concentrated on knowing people and, addressing if they have any issues.
Yes, ma'am. And I have watched a lot of your videos, and yesterday also I think two or three videos. So I get to learn a lot of things from you because you have more experience as your teacher. You are doing freelancing. So it's I think what I learned that the more we practice and the more we interact with learners, so that's how this
Mm.
fluency becomes like I can say it becomes easy to grab.
Yes, yes. It is true, but I've been speaking English and interacting in English since my childhood. So it is not, this tutoring job has not given me any, extra thing in my fluency or speaking because I don't do it on a regular basis. There are days when I don't get any learners, and there are days when I get two or three learners. Okay, that is the max. So I wouldn't say that I'm getting this fluency just from 6 months. That too because I'm working as a tutor. But has taken years of practice for me to speak this way. So, it is better to keep our mind open that it's not going to happen very soon. It will take
Yes.
a lot of effort and a lot of time.
So, ma'am, your mother tongue is English.
Kannada.
Okay. So of course it is also like this language, English language is a second language for you, but still your command over this language is absolutely appreciated.
Thank you so much. You speak very good too. The language is very good. Did you study in an English medium school?
No, ma'am, I'm from Hindi medium school, and like nowadays I'm like preparing for my masters, and I have done my graduation in English medium, but schooling was in Hindi medium.
So how come your English is so good? Did you study English as a subject in school?
Ma'am, actually, I don't want to say like because of English subject I am become this much good. Because
Yes,
it's
yes.
it's all about my practice. After
Mm,
my class, I have decided I want to learn this language no matter what because it is a
mm.
global language and anyhow, if I'll complete this this portion, I mean this part of English learning, I'll be having a lot more opportunities in future. So that's how I started. Starting level was very hard. I don't know what I'm speaking. I didn't know at that
Yes.
time, but gradually I used to practice with my friend every day 1 hour, and now I have started this channel. It's been a year, and every day I'm connecting with learners. So I think
Mm.
I didn't purchase any subscription plan yet, but still it's all about like buddies. And I'm just interacting, so that's how I'm learning. And many times, people correct me on the comment section, and I feel so good about that. Like people are correcting me, or that's how I'm learning.
Okay, what are people correcting you? Because, till now, whatever you're talking, it was flawless. I couldn't point out and tell you something that you need to correct this. So what kind of
And
comments are you getting about?
like sometimes like a verb mistake or sometimes something like that, so it's very
Okay.
good because people are genuinely listening to me.
That's very nice, like people are interacting and letting you know, and you have a right attitude of, okay, they're correcting me and I need to take it in a positive way, and you're actually liking it, right?
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
taking it in a positive form. Yeah, that's very nice of you.
And still there's a lot more to improve, I believe, because it's a language and every day I'm learning. I learn grammar concepts every day and try to inculcate, but still I feel like there is a lot more to learn.
Yeah, that's because of your passion and your, dedication that you have not reached what you want to reach yet. So maybe you have
And
a very high, you have set up very high standards for yourself where you want to achieve. Yeah, okay.
yeah,
That is the reason you're not satisfied yet. And
yes.
there is no
And
limit to it. You can touch the sky. There's always room for improvement and keep continuing.
okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, how can I work on fluency as you are an English trainer? So you must be, like interacting with lots of good, like learners and speakers. So how, like your advice, how you would you suggest to them to speak, like to come up with fluency?
Right, because I am interacting with people who are either beginners or to the max, they might be of an intermediate level. I do not
Okay.
interact a lot with people who are very fluent or speak very good. So, okay, they're just beginners and they do not know the like verbs, nouns. They don't know that. They do not know sentence formation. Sometimes they tell me words in Hindi and I need to translate for them into English. So
Uh-huh.
that is the type of people that I am interacting with in my tutoring journey. Okay, now coming to your question, how to attain fluency? No, fluency, I think, it is a relationship between what you're thinking and what is coming to your mouth. There
Yeah.
shouldn't be much gap in that. You have to think and simultaneously speak also. It is not that you're going to keep thinking and then you're going to translate and that's coming to your mouth. That will affect your fluency. So both has to happen simultaneously. So it's very important that you keep thinking in English and keep talking to yourself in English.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so in that way simultaneously you start speaking. You can, you have to train your subconscious mind. So when your all your thoughts are coming in English, that will help with your fluency. And try to speak more. That is the
Yeah.
only way. Actually, fluency will come only when you're speaking. So try to
Yes.
speak more, and you are very fluent. I don't know where you want to reach. What is your goal?
Ma'am, actually, I think I'm using very simple English as of now, and I want to
So
speak at advanced level.
okay, so do you have an issue with simple English?
No, ma'am, no issue. Because I think because of my simple English, people are, like really want to interact with me, especially my subscribers, learners.
Yes,
So that is the
yes.
one thing. But for my improvement, I think there is a lot more we can improve in this language.
Mm. And it all depends on your goal, where you want to go in the future. If you're looking like to work in a corporate industry, so I would say definitely you have to speak more advanced and learn new vocabulary. But simple English is good enough for me because this is my goal. I'm very satisfied with the way I speak because through this I'm able to talk to even beginner level students
Yes,
who
ma'am.
learners, sorry. Yeah. So if I'm talking very advanced English or I'm using idioms or phrases, kind of things, people might feel intimidated to even approach me or talk to me. So I'm not even
That
interested in improving anymore. Or okay, if I come across somebody who is an advanced level speaker, maybe I don't know if that will be sufficient, the knowledge that I have. But maximum population of India are either beginners or intermediates. The advanced level speakers have their own resources to improve and they have their own circle of people with whom they can practice, right? But people who
yeah.
are approaching me, who are trying to talk to me, they prefer simple English, which they are able to understand. So that is why I speak like this and I am, satisfied with the way I speak. So if you want to improve and you want to inculcate new vocabulary in your speech, so I would say, you have to watch people who speak advanced English and write down whatever words they are using as a vocabulary.
Yes.
Write down,
Usually,
and the same way as you have learned English, the same way you have to learn new vocabulary and idioms and try to put them in your words. You have to look for people who are speaking advanced English in order to practice what you're learning. So in that way you can reach the goal and try to speak to native speakers if you
okay,
can.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback. It's really beneficial for me, and I'll definitely work on that. The next thing is that, ma'am, I want to say one thing here that, to be very honest, I didn't, invest or like spend my single rupee for this language. It's all
It's not
about
required.
YouTube. It's all
Mm.
about, internet connection. If we have, that is enough to learn a language.
Mm.
Yeah.
Enough. That is more than enough. Yeah.
Yes, and definitely in order to connect with native speakers, I will spend my money as well because for the for my goal, I have to spend money.
Yes, yes, yes. It is definitely worthy because after practicing with them for 2 or 3 months, you will start seeing changes in your accent and the way you pronounce, and you'll definitely learn something from them in every session. So
Okay,
if your
ma'am.
goal, if you have set high standards for yourself, so you have to invest something in order to improve.
What about accent? Is it my accent? I have to change it, like that
No,
British, American, something like
no,
that.
no, no, no. Because I have been abroad and it's okay. Your accent, nobody cares about your accent as long as you're speaking correctly and you're conveying the right message. So unless it is your aim to speak like them, so I would always recommend speak like an Indian.
Yes, ma'am. Because it's very hard, and I don't like actually, this British and American accent. I'm very much comfortable with my own accent, and
Yes, yes.
this
Because
makes me comfortable.
this is not our native language, right? They are native speakers and that's the way they speak. But we are living in this environment. If we are going to speak like them, we will have find it hard finding people who speak like us, right? So that
Yes.
will, again put us aside. So it's better we practice Indian accent. And if you're planning to go abroad, then okay, when you go there, definitely you will pick up that accent.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, I have like about learning questions. It's done. Or now I have one more question that it's this 2023 is about to end. Like it's 1 month
Hmm.
left. So, what are all your learnings from 2023?
Learnings, no, I don't see it as a year. Okay, 2023 is ending. So what I've learned from that, I don't see it like that because learning is a continuous process. If you even go to 2024, so I don't look back at the previous year. I look back at what all happened and how I spent my time, and I look up to things like that. Okay, my children are coming to the next grade. They are growing. So that is
Hmm.
what keeps running in my mind, and I don't take any learnings from my past or apply them for my future. I don't have anything of that sort.
Okay, ma'am.
You tell
So,
me.
of course, I always track my progress, and every day actually I maintain my to-do list for the betterment of myself, because this is something
Mm,
I learned from my father. He is a diary person. He always carry a diary. So because of him, I becomes like this. It's
mm,
always I write whatever like about this session, like what I'm going to do. All it's like written before. Like
mm,
preparation is must, as you said. Like preparation
mm.
is necessary.
Yes. And you know why you are able to do this? Because you're single and you have all the time for yourself. You have the liberty to work on yourself, right? Like, okay, enjoy this phase of your life, and yeah, you're doing everything right. It's very important that you write a journal and keep writing. That will improve your creativity, and you can apply what you're writing. When you're writing, you have so much time to think, right?
Yeah.
Think and form a proper sentence structure. So that will also improve and it will show up in your fluency as well. I was a writer as like when I had time, obviously back in those days. I love to write too, but not anymore. I don't have time for that. But writing is
Yeah.
very good.
So, ma'am, do you feel that because, of course, like it's your decision and you are happy and you're satisfied now with your kids, I mean, with your children, but do you feel that if you are not having this responsibility now, so you could do more? What do you think?
No, no, no. I like having this responsibility because this is how I'm growing as a human. It's not only about, growing solely. It's about I'm taking my family and growing along with them. So this gives me immense happiness and I am happy with this. I don't wish that maybe sometimes there is a void that I'm not able to do enough for myself, which I could probably do. But I did have the opportunity in my past to do things, right? So that was one phase of life. But now it is, somebody else has taken up that, the first priority of my life. And I'm okay, I'm happy with it. No complaints.
Yeah, that's great, ma'am, and it's happy to hear that because we have to like grow as a person. It's not about the like alone success, alone happiness.
Yes, yes. No, no, I'm not that. I'm a very emotional person and I'm very sensitive. I, have a lot of emotional bondings with whomever I connect. So I like to grow emotionally rather than, money, fame, success. I am not at all. I'm not at all achievement oriented. I'm not ambitious at all. So I just, try to be content in whatever I have. And I try and find happiness in all the small things.
Yes, ma'am, and I can see you're very satisfied and very enthusiastic
Yes.
person. because you're not pressurized anything. You are doing what you like to do.
Yes, yes, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Because I prefer slow pace. I do not like to hurry up and I do not like to take in all the stress. It doesn't matter, money doesn't matter. I want to lead, peacefully.
Yes. And ma'am, I'm also like a very peaceful person, but because of like if I'm writing something, like these are the tasks I have to do, so it just like push up for me. Like I have to do. I can't sit idle. That is the thing.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
so
Hmm.
that's how I just continue throughout the day. There is no one who can tell me like do your work, because it's my responsibility completely. And now I have time, so of course I want to explore what all I can.
Right. And this is you could consider this as an advice or whatever, but you have all the energy, you have all the stamina, and you have the peace of mind because you're young, you're single. When you grow, when you become 30 plus or something, then physically and mentally that stamina will come down. So I would really advise you to do whatever you have, put your full potential. You have full potential now. Make use of it 100% before you get in some responsibilities or you become a caretaker to somebody else. So I would advise make use of full of your everything, emotional, mental, physical strength, everything. Try and put and work for yourself till you reach an age of 30 or something, or so that you will be satisfied with whatever you have done, because the energy that you have in this phase, 20s to 30s, this has to you have to work in such a way that it is going to be sufficient for the rest of your life, because I've
Okay.
gone through that phase and 20s is the best. You have the maximum energy to do whatever you want. So please do continue what you're doing and don't settle for less. Do not settle for being peaceful. You know, take in the stress. You can still, take it in. So take it and work work hard.
And yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. And of course, I will, direct my energy towards, the process and for the improvement of myself. But still, I believe that I'm doing a lot, and still, there is a human tendency as a emotional being. We feel like, okay, I'm doing less. I should do more. So there is a lot more going on. Sometimes I feel demotivated, like I'm not improving. There is no guidance properly. But then again, I just redirect my mind that this is not the thing I have, because I am the only person who is responsible. So just do what all you can.
Definitely, yes. And it's hard to believe that you are from a Hindi medium and you have attained this level of fluency. So you are going in the right direction. So
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
some void will be there that you don't have guidance or something, but don't let it come because it'll come and it'll go. That don't allow it to demotivate you or push you down or something. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And I really appreciate because you're connecting with me. It's like a wonderful opportunity to interact with a trainer like you. And thank you so much. Is there any question that you have for me? Please ask.
No, nothing. I think it's a pretty long session, so we'll end it up
Okay.
here. And we could
Thank you
do that
so
in
much.
another session if you wish.
Okay,
Yes.
for sure, ma'am. I really want to connect with you in future again. And it's such a pleasure and wonderful having with you, because now I'm feeling more energetic as compared to earlier. Do you have the
Yes,
vibe?
yes.
Just you're sending me the positive energy. So thank you so much, and for all your feedback and advice. And is there any advice that you can, in the end of the session, you can tell me?
No, nothing. I've given you all the advice and all the advice that is required, and you're doing already very good. You don't need any advice from me. Keep doing what you're doing. Work on
Okay,
yourself. That's it. Mm.
thank you so much, ma'am. Have a wonderful day ahead, and thank you so much for catching up with me.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.